What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda Marie. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're already a part of the family, then welcome back. Thank you guys for coming over and watching another fragrance video with your girl. Okay, we're just gonna jump right into it because I have a lot to say and I don't have a lot to say. We're gonna get into this Very Good Girl Glam. And if you follow me on Instagram, you already saw a post that I put up about the Very Good Girl Glam. And it really wasn't until I was recording that video and then when I smelled the fragrance, that really confirmed everything for me. But for some reason in my mind, I thought that this was a good girl flanker, okay, not a very good girl flanker. And so the reason why I am so perplexed is they basically made a flanker of a flanker, okay? So if you're not familiar with the good girl fragrances, I will run them down for you quickly. This is the original good girl fragrance, okay? The original. So then they came out with Very Good Girl, which is a flanker to the original. To be honest with you, there are several flankers of this fragrance. Now, I think the Very Good Girl is the only flanker that from jump I had beef with. Okay? And here's what happened. Around that same time, I feel like Angel Nova had came out. And I feel like I can't really remember exactly which perfume I smell first. My spirit is telling me I smell the Angel Nova first, and that's why I got the beef. You know, that's why I got a problem with this one, the Very Good Girl, because I feel like I smelled Angel Nova first. This is Angel Nova. In case you guys are not familiar, this is from the house of Mugler. Fragrance could have come out before Angel Nova. I probably didn't get my nose on it until after I smelled Angel Nova. Fell in love with Angel Nova, bought this one, and I was like, what the hell? This smells just like Angel Nova. And it doesn't really remind me of the original Good Girl at all. It's like a flanker on its own. You know what I'm saying? It's its own perfume. I wouldn't even call this a flanker, to be honest with you. If a brand is gonna make a flanker, it should at least remind you of the original fragrance. This is just me talking, okay? I'm talking like I own my own perfume company, you know what I'm saying? Let me just put it on out in the universe. But if I came out with a flanker, you best believe it's gonna be a flanker. This, in my opinion, is not a flanker. Like, it shouldn't even be called Good Girl. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even have that name. It should be called something totally different, okay? But here I am going on and on and on about this fragrance once again. Let's talk about why we're here, okay? We're here because you want to know about the Very Good Girl flanker. So, like I said, when I was recording that video, it struck me. And then especially when I smell this is the Very Good Girl Glam. I said, this is the same fragrance. And finally, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. This is a flanker to this, okay? And I was like, why? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? I'm still, to this day, hella confused about why we would make a flanker to a flanker. Anyway, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the notes and all that good stuff. Here's what the box looks like, okay? Standard Good Girl box. You guys know the packaging and what it looks like, especially if you're familiar with Very Good Girl fragrances. Here is the bottle. Very cute. The stiletto. I got her in a 1.7. Now, I would have got her in the 1 ounce. I don't even know if it comes in I think that smaller one is a 30 ml. I would have got it in that, but I love the stiletto heels. I know they come off a little obnoxious to some people and they can't like stand them, like they hate the bottles. But me personally, I love the stiletto, okay? So, and I didn't want to get that little one because you can't spray it. Like there's a removable top. The whole heel like comes off or whatever. And I've never been fond of that whole look, which I probably should, because sometimes depending on what kind of nails I have, this could be very difficult to spray. But I'm gonna just go ahead and spray it since I'm talking about it. But yeah, so I got the cute 1.7. I got mine from Ulta. I don't think it's in the Ulta store, but you can get it online with Ulta right now, okay? And I want to say I spent for 114, and the 1 ounce is $80. I should have just went with the 1 ounce, to be honest with you, because I have been watching reviews just like most of you. I watch reviews too, and some of my favorite influencers are saying how this smells like, you know, sour cherries and almond and rose and vanilla and vetiver, but none of them seem to say that this smells just like the original Very Good Girl. Like, okay, y'all left that part out. Now, there are some differences, okay? In this one, you get a brightness to the fragrance, and I hate using the word bright over and over again because it's kind of redundant, you know, but it's bright, it's very fresh, and not so much like the Very Good Girl. The Very Good Girl, I feel like the opening is a little bit more heavier, okay? This one is definitely giving me airy. It's giving me a freshness, a brightness to the fragrance, if you will, okay? You definitely get that sour cherry note straight from Giddy Up, okay? Straight out the door, you get that cherry note. And again, it's sour to me. So I would say that this is a fruity fragrance, but I wouldn't necessarily use the word sweet fruity fragrance, okay? And if you guys have any experience with almond, a note of almond in a fragrance, sometimes to me it has a tendency to come off smelling a little bit like cherry. So for that reason, I don't get a lot of almond out of this fragrance, okay? Now, I feel like I do get the rose, hence is why it's still coming off like Angel Nova. It's still kind of Delina-esque in my opinion. Now this is Delina Exclusive, but I smell the original Delina and it's still giving off that Delina vibe. And then in the base you get vanilla and vetiver. Now one thing I will say about the vanilla, it is very toned down. Like it's present in this fragrance, especially in the dry down, but this fragrance doesn't have a lot of vanilla in it as this one. This one is very heavy on the vanilla. Now I'm going to spray on this arm to make a comparison. Yeah, right away with this one, I'm getting that same brightness, fruitiness that's from the lychee. And then I get a thick, creamy vanilla dry down with the original Very Good Girl, okay? This one has a lighter presence to it, okay? And I do pick up a little bit on that vetiver. Vetiver can come off smelling a little earthy, a little dry, okay? In my opinion, I enjoy vetiver, and I actually like it in this fragrance. Now, I just want to be clear with y'all. I want to be clear because I don't want you guys to think that I'm bashing the fragrance. The fragrance is beautiful. Technically, I have to enjoy this fragrance, correct? Think about it, because I love Angel Nova, and you guys know how I feel about Delina. So there's no way, absolutely no way I can hate Very Good Girl. Like, I don't hate it at all. I just feel like it's not original, and I feel like it doesn't give me anything of this. It, you know, it doesn't remind me of the original at all. So I just wanted to clear that up. Like, I do not hate this fragrance, okay? I don't want y'all to be commenting like, oh, you hate it, you hate it. No, girl, I don't hate it. I just wish that it had been something different, okay? Because why would I want to continue to buy the same fragrances over and over and over again, okay? Like, I don't want to keep doing that. That's insane. That's like insanity, okay? Like, we in our right minds over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know we ain't trying to keep doing the same thing, buying the same thing over and over again. That's just crazy. I'm just not moved by it. I feel like this flanker was very, very unnecessary, okay? And I didn't put two and two together until it was too late, you know. But to be honest with you guys, I probably was going to get this anyway, because at some point I want to collect all the stilettos. I know you guys are like, ugh. This stiletto makes some of you cringe. Like, I know it does. I've heard you guys talk about it before, but I think it is just so sexy, and I want to collect them all. Like, oh, yes, yes. Okay, so let's get back to the notes. Okay, so we talked about the vetiver, we talked about the vanilla, and all those good things. I want to say that because of the feels that I'm getting from this fragrance, it's giving me a very nice springtime scent. And what's crazy is I really had been on the hunt for a signature springtime scent. Like, I've already fell in love with Cassili. Like, that's my baby. Like, I can literally wear her every day. Cassili from Parfums de Marly. Like, I can literally wear that fragrance every day, all day. Okay, I love it. But I wanted something a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Because the Cassili is bright, fruity, floral. This one is bright, floral, and fruity, but not sweet. Okay, the Cassili comes off a little sweet to me. But, so, with all that being said, I was looking for a nice signature springtime scent. And the more and more I smell this, because I've been playing with this for the last 2 days, this fragrance literally has grown on me. And when I posted my post on Instagram, at the end of my post, I put which fragrance that I would prefer. And a part of me wants to go with this one. Honestly, now that I'm just kind of really smelling it, and I'm actually loving it and enjoying it. And truth be told, they both remind me of Angel Nova, but I feel like this one is really giving me like the Angel Nova vibes, like big time. Like, I tell you, they are so similar. Even though this one doesn't have cherry, it has lychee, I believe. But it's giving me the similarity, you know. But I feel like if I had to pick out of these two at current moment, I probably would go with this one. And somebody said something so funny. They were like, if you don't like the original Very Good Girl, you probably gonna like this one. And they are so right. Like, this would really, really go well right now in the high heat. Y'all know, like, spring is literally about to be over with. Like, I hope y'all know that. Especially if you're in Texas. Spring, who is that? Do we know her? We don't know spring, okay? It's gonna be a great summertime scent. Just, I could tell that it's gonna perform well in the high heat. And I really do like it. I like it because it's giving me just this beautiful, you know, bright floral fragrance that just screams springtime, summertime to me. And I'll say this too. I have a sample of this, and I want to, if you guys could see my desk area, you would cringe, okay, because it is a mess. I want to say this fragrance also, in the very, very, very dry down of this fragrance, I feel like I get a little bit of the hibiscus mahajit. I don't have a full bottle of this fragrance. I only have a sample, and I'm going to spray a little bit here. But I feel like in the far dry down, this fragrance reminds me of hibiscus mahajit. Yes. Only in the dry down, not in the opening. I get too much hibiscus in the opening for them to even be similar. But it's the dry down where I feel like they're very similar in that way. But yeah, hopefully this video will help you make a decision on which one you want to buy if you're looking to buy a Very Good Girl, okay? It's going to come down to preference. It's going to come down to really what you like, and you have to you have to get it on skin. Don't spray it on paper, because I feel like the fragrance will not, get into your skin and activate and do what it needs to do. It performs two totally different ways versus paper and skin. Get it on your skin. I would advise you to do that. Wear it for at least 30 minutes, okay? If you're in the mall somewhere and they happen to have this fragrance, spray the Good Girl Viva Glam. Is it Viva Glam? No. Spray the Good Girl, Very Good Girl Glam on one hand, and spray the Very Good Girl Original on the other hand. Walk around with it for about 30 minutes, shop, do what you're going to do, and then revisit it, okay? And I feel like that's going to give you a better idea if this is something that you really want to add into your collection. Again, if I wasn't into the Carolina, if I wasn't into the Good Girl series, like I didn't care anything about it, I would probably pass on this fragrance. I'm just saying. Because I have other fragrances that are similar to, oh, this is what I wanted to add to. So, come to find out, the perfumer behind Delina, okay, Angel Nova, okay, is also behind Very Good Girl and Very Good Girl Glam. So, if that gives you any indication on why these fragrances smell very similar to each other, that is why, okay? I forget his name, Bish, the last name is Bish, okay? But he's the perfumer behind these fragrances, and I'm thinking like, dude, it's time for you. It may be time for you to, go back to the drawing board and switch it up a little bit, because nothing compares to Delina. I understand giving people a different option, maybe a more affordable option for Delina, and things like that. That's what we got dupes for. It's a bunch of dupe houses that can replicate the fragrances. That's what we have dupes for. But when it comes to flankers, me personally, I don't want to keep buying the same flanker, the same fragrance over and over again. So anyway, let me get out that. I hate that it smells like two other fragrances that I have, but that's neither here nor there. I feel like I would use this one more. Like I would grab this one more than I would the original. And I feel like this is good in a way where it's almost like a dumb, easy grab. Like you don't really have to think about it. You want to grab something and spray that is going to smell nice. Like this gives me those vibes. Easy to reach for type of fragrance, especially in the high heat, okay? This is going to be great. So, yeah. They got me. And they probably will continue to get me, because I love the whole look of the bottles and the whole Good Girl line and all that. So they got a sucker over here. They got a sucker right here, okay? But yeah, comment down below if you have any of the Good Girl fragrances. Which one's your favorite? Which ones would you recommend to someone who is looking to add a Good Girl fragrance in their collection? If you are a lover of fragrances, I would love for you to join my family. Hit the subscribe button, which is down here. Hit the notification bell right after you hit the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video and you don't miss out on any content. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. Link down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.